Welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
I'm Eric Wilson.
Can I really quickly tell everybody what Eric said walking in? Can I reveal what you said?
In?
You were walking in, you said we got to hurry this up because...
Oh, no, we're not starting with that and then going into next.
Okay, fine.
Stick around and we'll tell you what I said when I walked in.
At the end of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll reveal it, so stick around to the end of the show, okay? So, Eric, how's your day going, first of all?
Busy newsroom. It's been a busy couple weeks here.
What do you do here, Eric? What do you do in this building?
I do clips and clearances, so anytime a tipster sends in photos or videos, me and my team are the guys that negotiate those deals, acquire those assets. We work with the agencies, the paparazzi photos, things like that, making sure everything's credited properly, making sure we're not using anything illegally.
So you're kind of like a lawyer.
Yes, in some regards, yeah. I mean, I know the law. I'm not a lawyer, but I know
the law very well.
I play one on TV, literally.
Oh, there you go. If anybody doesn't know this, I am the head producer of the TMZ podcast department. So we have how many podcasts do we have, Tony? 11 podcasts right now. So if you're bored of this one, there's another one around the corner. You just got to go click play.
I had no idea we had 11.
We have a lot. Wow. Yeah. Well, let's get into the new update today. This morning, we didn't have any new updates in the Nancy Guthrie case, but today we have a couple groundbreaking things, actually. So before we get to what the FBI is chasing right now in terms of leads, let's talk about the new alleged ransom note that we received today. So we have gotten a lot of notes, right, Eric?
Yeah.
We've got a few. We got the first initial ransom note, alleged ransom note, the big focus was on that one, right?
Yeah.
And then the notes between
that's the one people think is the most legitimate of the ones that we've received.
Exactly.
Still alleged. We don't know. But that's the one we originally sent to the FBI, the one that KOLD and the other news station in Arizona got. Yeah.
And then the ones between that, there's around 4 of them. These were people, maybe one person, we don't know exactly.
It seems like it was one person because they sent the same Bitcoin address every time.
Right. Asking for the same amount of money, over and over again, saying that they know the identity of the kidnapper and are willing to reveal that.
And they were the first person to kind of hint at it being more than one person involved in the kidnapping.
Right.
Again, alleged, we don't know. But that's one of the things that they put in there to kind of entice, I guess, us to pay them.
Right. And haven't heard back again from that specific sender, but we do have a new alleged ransom note that came in today. Harvey spoke about it earlier, but this one was a bit more graphic.
Yeah.
And this one was supposedly connected to the first alleged ransom note, saying that pay us this similar dollar amount of money. And it was a different cryptocurrency this time, but then listed, and we can't go into detail, but gave graphic descriptions of the consequences if they do not.
Yeah. If we're going to spout opinions here, I think this one's bogus.
You think this one's bogus?
I think based on, obviously, have you read the full ransom letters?
No, I've read the others, but this one specifically, I've been all over the place today. But
I think, in my opinion, this one is not only worded differently, but there's other elements that just suggest it's just a completely different person that wrote it. And again, if there are more people involved, maybe they hired a new person to write the ransom or whatever. But and then yes, there's a very convoluted process involving crypto in this new letter that's not necessarily just about Bitcoin. So that's another added element to it. And they're still asking for roughly the same amount of money from the original, but there's no indication in this note that there's any connection to the original. They don't give any really clues about anything that they would know that isn't already out there yet.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they also have a very graphic ultimatum at the end, which we cannot go into,
exactly.
And that they,
And the FBI said very clearly, if you are reaching out to the Guthrie family or anyone trying to profit off of this, you will go, and they said this, and I quote, they will go to federal prison for a long, long time. Not a good idea to do this. This is something that is very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Capitalize on it is just horrendous and monstrous, in my opinion.
And the same thing to the guy who was asking for the 1 Bitcoin. If they do know who's involved, and they're asking for pay in that regard, that's not illegal. And that's something that could be worked out with the FBI as far as, reward and things like that. But yeah, if you're trying to profit off of this terrible, terrible situation, not only are you an awful person, an awful human, but it's also very illegal. And given the high focus of this case with not only with the FBI, but obviously with President Trump, you are going to be, processed for a very long time.
And the FBI, let's get into the new direction the case has taken today. In the last 24 hours, the FBI has now contacted Mexican federal law enforcement in search for Nancy Guthrie and the kidnapper. So far, there's no solid leads, but what they're doing now is they called these authorities to spread the word among various agencies in Mexico. And here's the interesting part. They don't believe that Nancy was taken, if she was taken over the border, they don't believe that she was taken over the border right away. Mm-hmm. They believe that it's possible she was taken over days later.
Yeah.
Or
well,
weeks later.
If you are kidnapping somebody and you do think that a ransom will be paid, given the fact that Savannah has the money, maybe you don't risk getting caught crossing the border if you think you're going to have to come back.
Right, because
So
the border...
stick around, wait to see if the ransom's going to get paid, and then if not, okay, well, let's head on back down to Mexico.
Right, exactly. It's a good theory. Mexico, that's a risk for this person to take her into, and officials did recognize in their statement that there are ways to avoid authorities by going over the border. The border is very, very vast. I went down to the Mexico border in San Diego, and it's quite populated, obviously. Yeah. But then once you go on, it just becomes mountainous ranges, dangerous mountains. So I just feel, to get an 84-year-old woman over the border via terrain...
Well, they're not. I'm sure they're not doing it via horseback.
Yeah, but even with a car, some of these areas are very dangerous.
They could be flying for all we know.
Small plane.
Yeah,
Very possible they flew out on a small plane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how often do authorities check who's in a plane every day? In small planes.
Yeah, and we know that planes are used for drug trafficking from Mexico and the cartel. So
right, I just feel like if this was the Mexican cartel, that it would be playing out a little differently, maybe a little more. Like, it seems like this person...
I mean, there's so many questions about this. Like, why did we get the original alleged ransom note almost 48 hours later? Shouldn't that be like one of the first things you handle?
Right, exactly.
That part seemed weird to me from the jump. But the FBI is also casing, or I guess interviewing people at local gun stores in the Tucson area as well.
So far, nothing, unfortunately.
Nothing has come from that yet, but they did say one of the gun shop owners was interviewed on a local news station, and they said there was about 40 names and photos on the list of people that they're looking at.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay. So I think that's an interesting little tidbit that they have, a wide net cast on as far as people who look, maybe match the goatee from under the mask and things like that. So
it takes time with these things. People are just getting up in arms about how this is the FBI, these are the authorities. Why can't they figure it out? But
I mean, I do think some stuff was bungled here, and
you believe the authorities stubbed their toes?
I think there's definitely some mistakes here, and I don't think that they're trying to cover them up necessarily or anything like that. I just think they're trying. I just think this blew up so quickly that I think some mistakes were made along the way. And I think, anytime you get multiple agencies involved, there's communication errors. We talked about this last week. Every Netflix police investigation I've watched, that's like the hook of the show.
Right. And the FBI also working with Walmart and other retailers to track purchases of items the kidnapper was wearing. No breakthroughs there either. But again, this is not something that takes 24 hours, 48 hours, even 2 weeks. There's so many possibilities. So, bear with law enforcement. I know that it's getting really, really disheartening.
Yeah.
Being 18 days from the day that she was taken.
And my For You page on TikTok, I'm not trying to make light of anything, is full of TikTok psychics claiming a lot of different things.
I have seen that.
I think, if we've shaken all the trees, as they've said, maybe it's time to pull some psychics into this situation. I'm a believer to a certain extent, but maybe that's a tree they haven't shaken yet. Give it a shot.
Right. Okay, well, let's move on from this. We don't want to just keep talking in circles. I know you all are looking for updates. That's all we have for you right now, and maybe we'll have some more tomorrow. Shia LaBeouf, we talked about this the past day, and this guy just didn't skip a beat,
No.
You got a burger after.
Yeah, he was released yesterday. What exactly was he charged with?
He was charged with 2 counts of simple battery.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
But he was released yesterday, last night, and he immediately went back out to Bourbon Street and was seen partying.
He had a burger first.
He had a burger. He went immediately to a bar, had a burger. He met some people. Apparently, he was congratulating people on their engagement, and then he was out on Bourbon Street waving around his release papers.
No
celebrating
way.
On a stream. I mean, it's it's Bourbon Street.
Wow.
Obviously, it's Mardi Gras. It's packed, but people are really finding him. And he's not like pushing people away. He's like getting in people's cameras.
He's enjoying it. He's reveling in it.
I don't know about reveling, but because he also sent out a tweet. Do we have that here?
He said, "Free me."
So is that free me? I took there's certain aspects of it. Free. Obviously, the Mia Goth stuff we commented on. We confirmed that their relationship has ended, and that he moved out of their Pasadena home. But is it free me from the media spotlight? Is it free me from Bourbon Street? He has these alcohol and anger issues. Free him from that. There's a lot of stuff to be freed from here.
Right.
And we feel for the guy. Come on, we grew up with Shia. We love this guy.
I love Shia. I love Shia. Hope the best for him. There is a new update, though, in terms of people who have worked with him recently.
Yeah.
People on a new movie were concerned. Some people on set. This was his latest movie, The Rooster Prince. And the film just wrapped a few months ago, but sources are saying that while Shia was mostly a professional on set, he also displayed erratic behavior and intense mood swings at time, which is not that surprising for Shia LaBeouf. We've seen him in these situations before.
Also, we're being told that his character in this also has behavior issues. And we know that Shia, more than anyone really, is such a method actor. I mean, it's Daniel Day-Lewis and it's Shia LaBeouf as far as method acting goes.
Jim Carrey's in there too with
Jim Carrey.
acting.
Yeah, sure.
Have you seen the Jim Carrey?
Yeah, we can talk about this. What?
Sorry, off tangent. Have you seen the Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman?
Sure have.
A documentary.
Yeah.
Where it
Probably
shows
watched that before you were born, man. It's one of the best.
I'm just saying, I'm bringing it up because
you host a wrestling podcast, so you know a lot about Andy Kaufman. Let's hear your Andy Kaufman.
I don't go back. I'm not a dinosaur. You were born in the dinosaur days.
Okay, now we're being ageist.
No, ageist is not a bad thing. Going back to that,
So we don't know if he was being method, or we don't know if he was, just having these erratic mood swings that he's
very committed to his roles, very deeply. And TMZ was told that his arrest will not impact the film's schedule whatsoever. No one on set reported behavior similar to the recent incident that happened. No fights, no arrests during the filming of this. But sources say that colleagues are heartbroken over the recent incident and hopes he gets the help that he needs because we know he's claimed he's sober 6+ years, but not everybody can stay on the wagon.
Yeah.
Is it off the wagon? It's on the wagon.
Stay on
sober,
the wagon. Yeah.
And then you fall off the wagon and you're back on the liquor.
But he apparently loves New Orleans because he purchased a $1 million home there following his separation.
He loves his NOLA.
So he seems to be staying put there for a while. So Bourbon Street is on notice. Shia LaBeouf is out and around.
What an L, though, to lose Mia Goth. Great actress. Have you seen the Mia Goth movies?
Yeah.
No. Have you seen the horror movies that she
the one
was
that
in?
she yells in? Yeah, I saw.
I'm a star.
Yeah.
I'm a star.
Have you seen her? Or are you just quoting?
No, I've seen all of them. I was scared to death.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, she's fine.
Maybe it messed him up.
I don't think
she's really possessed.
Okay, I would not blame Mia Goth for any of this.
It's scary movies, man. Scary movies.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Not
a big Mia Goth fan.
Disturbing, at least.
Interestingly enough, Christy Carlson Romano, his co-star from Even Stevens, announced that she has cancer today.
No, really?
I don't know why I just brought that up, but just bringing up the connection of them not having a terrible week, really.
Right.
So our thoughts are with her as well.
Hearts go out to her and prayers. Well, let's get to comments now. See what you guys have to say. In terms of the Nancy Guthrie story, Lee Wesley says if she is in Mexico, then could a cartel have grabbed her? Well, I assume if she's in Mexico, probably a 99.9% chance it's a cartel. Right? Right.
I don't know.
I didn't say 100% chance, but it's 99.9.
We don't know. We're all speculating.
I mean, if she's in Mexico,
she might not even be in Mexico.
Probably. Walters, why would the cartel want her if they are not going to demand a ransom? Well, they may
Well,
have
we know
already.
they sent one to us. They sent another one to KOLD, and now this possible alleged one today. So,
Stacey, it was already established that she did not cross the border. That's not true.
yeah,
The FBI literally just said that that's not true.
Still a possibility.
They may think that it is. 6ix9ine. Oh, I get it. 6ix9ine, the rapper. Maybe it is him.
yeah, I think a tunnel. So sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Read the comment. How would they know if she crossed the border? There's tunnels everywhere.
Yeah, I think a tunnel's a possibility for sure. I think it's not necessarily them guessing that she crossed the border. I think probably they have more information than we do as far as her location. But it's somewhere they're looking, and they should be looking there. So
Jeff M says, "Let me introduce you to James Randi, the greatest psychic debunker." And then to mix that, Live Life says, $1,000 for my psychic impression. No.
all right, look, you're not going to scam me out of psychic, quotes here. I trust my few TikTok psychics. And that's it. Okay, they know who they are because they're psychic.
Okay. Well, let's get on to the miscellaneous comments. Vic Tweedy, hi all. Finally got to watch a live from Adelaide, Australia. Shout out to Australia. It's 9:30 a.m. Thursday morning here. Good job, guys. Thank you.
You know who's from Adelaide, Australia?
Who?
Rhea Bloody Ripley. Shout out to Adelaide.
Oh, I should know that.
From Adelaide, Southwest Australia, I believe.
Barry. Mia Goth is a horrible actress. That is no. The movies are scary.
Is that, you think that's Dylan Barry? Any relation to Dylan Barry?
Have you seen those movies? Are you sure?
I'm not going to comment on her acting. I have not seen enough, but I just
there's a part in the movie where the
not
guy
really on my radar to care.
Barry would know this. There's a part in the movie where the guy's leaving because he's scared of her, and then her southern accent is like, "What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?" It's you got to go watch it.
Wow, is that good? Have you seen the movie, Tony?
What did I do wrong?
Is that a good impression?
I haven't seen Pearl. I've seen X.
Okay.
X. Oh, dude. Wait, is that the one like where the old lady? Oh, that's so scary. That is so creepy, disturbing.
I don't think I've watched a new movie in a year and a half.
Good for you. What
That's
are you
not
watching?
good for me. It's
you watching
terrible.
Charlie Chaplin?
No, I work 13 hours a day here, and then I go home and try to sleep as much
All
as
I
can.
do when I get home is watch movies.
All I do when I go home is go to bed.
Don't reveal your whereabouts.
I just at home. Everyone lives at home.
Yeah, but that's a word.
Oh, by the way, shout out to the guy who commented last week. I did not eat.
Okay, wait.
No.
Don't say it. Don't.
Okay, all right, fine. Let's just say we read your comments and let's keep it cute in the chat. All right.
How about you address the one that said the explosion?
No, we want to. We just let you know.
Wait, do you still want to
Don't be
address
rude.
what you told me when you were walking in, or no?
Yeah, I have gas. All right, we'll see you guys next
All right,
time.
see you later
On the
We're
TMZ
gonna end that on a
podcast.
high note. Bye.